let's jump to the Julius Randle trade. So real quick, I'll just say it was a 3-team trade. Minnesota gets pick 33, which ended up being Isaiah Evans out of Duke. The Bulls get Nick Claxton basically for free. All they do is absorb the contract. So
Yep.
good for them. And then the Nets get obviously Julius Randle, and they got the 28th pick, which ended up being Joshua Jefferson. What is your reaction to this trade?
I kind of already said it before. Bulls, I don't know what you're doing, but I love what I see. It is I'm loving it now. I'm seeing the vision. I didn't really care about the Josh Giddey pickup because I think they're pretty high on Josh Giddey for what he is. Still not really good shooter, but he's a good playmaker. And like I don't think Josh Giddey's ever going to be your best player, but dude, I love Matas Buzelis. I like him a lot, especially what I was seeing from him in the second half of last season. Um, he could be a he could be a shot creator, dude. He could be a really good scorer for them. And then you just add on Nick Claxton, dude, who I love Nick Claxton. I was really hoping the Hornets were going to go for him. He was in rumors for going to the Hornets. It is what it is, but the Bulls got a good one. And then, dude, if Caleb Wilson like comes out, like there's a world where you have Caleb Wilson and Matas who are both your main scorers, like those are your one and two guys, and then you still have Josh Giddey, who you have your solidified point guard and you have a solidified big. Like at this point, dude, they just need someone now at shooting guard who can play defense because Josh Giddey's bad at defense, and then they just need to finish the rest of the bench now. Like,
Mm,
and that's assuming Buzelis and Caleb Wilson will pan out to what they can be potentially. But dude, if they do, like Chicago, they can be a problem for sure. And then the Nets
yeah,
getting Julius Randle, I mean, salary dump.
basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just
Timberwolves
traded up
salary
and
dump.
got
Yeah.
Julius Randle. So
Yeah,
they're taking
makes
on two of
sense.
those guys now. With Michael Porter. Hey, Michael Porter had a good year last year. So
He did.
maybe Julius Randle can do something
MIZ
as well.
baby.
But that's right, ZOU.
Shout out to Michael Porter.
Yeah, I like the pick up for the Bulls with Claxton. He's making 23 this year, 21 mil next year. He's a center that they desperately needed, someone who can defend, and their defense is going to be pretty nice, even with the draft. Like their front court, they got Claxton, Wilson, and who they draft 15th, Dalen Swain.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so all defensive minded guys.
Yep.
You got Josh Giddey, who's not the best defender, but you got guys
But
behind
that's why
him
it
to
makes
help
sense.
cover.
You add more
So it does make
defense. Yep.
sense. There honestly not many great centers on the market. So for getting him for basically free, that's amazing by the Bulls. And I'm
Yeah.
sure there's a lot of other
You'd even
teams,
have to give up a
Lakers, who would
you'd
want
even have to give
Claxton.
up a first. You'd even have to give up a first.
No, they just took on the contract. So
I know.
it was good for them. For the Timberwolves, obviously, this was a salary dump. They're trying to revamp their roster, change it up to see what they can do in the Western Conference.
In the back of my
This did
mind,
create
though.
a $33 million TPE, um, which a lot of people thought like they could get Ja through this, and I looked it up and they can't. They can't get Ja using the TPE
Oh, once they made the
because Ja
trade for
makes
Julius
more.
Randle, that came off the table. There was a report saying that they're not going after Ja Moran after making that trade.
So that's off the table, which now that this LaMelo stuff comes up, that is interesting. Because would LaMelo fit in the TPE? I don't
LaMelo
know. How
makes
much does
more.
LaMelo make?
He makes more than that.
He makes more.
Yeah. He makes the most on our team, Zach, which is crazy. I mean, that's why it makes sense. It would kind of have to be Rudy Gobert because of the amount of money he makes. He makes like 40 million a season.
Yeah, Rudy Gobert makes sense. But so this gives the Timberwolves a lot more flexibility. Obviously, we didn't even talk about Ayo Dosunmu too. He signed a big deal, 5 year, $112 million.
Honestly, it wasn't even that bad though. Like 5 years, 120, like 112
No, good
million
contract.
for him. Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
all day.
locking him up for 5 years, like for 112 for a solidified guard. Like, dude, yeah, why not?
And he's playoff certified too. That
Yep,
man
he's
absolutely cooked.
certified.
And that's who you want to pay. Who cares what they do in the regular season? If you got playoff performers, those are the guys you want on your team. And he
Hmm.
obviously proved that. He had a 43-point game out of nowhere. And he played so good. So
Yeah,
it was unfortunate he got injured, though, but it was a great move to lock him down for that long. But, they still need another ball handler to put next to Ant.
yeah, they
And
do.
it'll be interesting to see what they do, man, because they're going to lose some defense with, I'm assuming probably Gobert is gone. We shall see.
Well,
But
here's the thing:
they
Gobert's been
really
in a lot
want
of
another
talks.
playmaker,
Gobert's been in a lot of talks, dude. I mean, there was just several days ago where we talked about Derek White being traded for Rudy Gobert. So Rudy
which
Gobert is
that still
actively
might
on
be
the
a thing.
market. Yeah, Rudy Gobert is still actively on the market. And if time, dude, time never fails. And the rumors never fail either with that sense. And a part of that is if you keep hearing a certain name that keeps coming up in certain deals over and over again, there's like, dude, it's obvious. Like, he's getting traded. It's just only when is that happening? Like, Gobert keeps
Hmm.
coming up, bro. That means he's getting shipped. He's being mentioned multiple times. So there's I wouldn't be surprised if he's gone. I just wouldn't.
Yeah. So Timberwolves have a lot they could do, a lot of different directions, and it's hard for us to even predict what they're going to do because I don't think anyone really knows. But they have some flexibility to do so. I'm pretty sure all we do know with his Nas Reed season, the man is finally going to be in the starting lineup. I would assume. So that's good for him
After all these years, baby.
for all these years.
Trading Rudy though does make them younger. Like if the LaMelo trade does happen, dude, the Timberwolves become way more younger.
It's kind of crazy too. Both of them in the same draft class, him and Ant on the
Yeah,
same team.
very
That's
weird.
pretty fun.
But the average age would be like around 25, 26 in that starting lineup.
Yeah, man. I mean, you got a lot of young pieces. You got Ao, who just signed that big contract. He's still pretty young. And Jaden McDaniels, Nas Reed. You got Terrence Shannon, who's in the rotation. So there's some ballers there.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate that DiVincenzo's hurt. I know he's like probably late 20s, I'm assuming, early 30s.
Mm,
But
I think
yeah, he would have been a
DiVincenzo
nice piece for
is
them.
about 30 now. He's 29. Turns
Yeah.
30 after he turns 30 next season, so and hopefully that injury didn't hurt him either. Because I love
Yeah.
DiVincenzo. I love him so much.